Hello, my name's Lee Hayden, and I will be your child's teacher in college prep math in the fall and most likely in the spring of this school year. So I wanted you to know a little bit about me and what my background is. I have a Bachelor of Science degree in Operations Research and Systems Engineering from Cornell University. I was a software developer and a technology manager prior to becoming a teacher. Um, I do have a Master of Arts in Teaching from Fairleigh Dickinson, and I've been working here at the high school since 2007. So this is my ninth year teaching and my ninth year teaching at the high school. I'm also the advisor of Roxbotics, which is the Roxbury robotics team, which was formed in 2012 and now is into its fifth season, I believe. All right, so what are my objectives for this class? Mainly, one of the most important things is to prepare the students for college entrance and placement exams, as well as vocational proficiency exams such as the ASVAB, those for law enforcement, different trades, public safety, etc. Also, prepare the students for success in college, career, and their home life with a good grounding in math. All right, so what is the AccuPlacer? The AccuPlacer is given by CCM and most of New Jersey state schools, and it is a standardized test students must take before registering for classes, and it's a test of a student's proficiency in math and language arts. Now, students may be exempt from it if they reach a certain score on the SAT. Typically, it's in the low 500s. It's 530 for CCM and 550 for some other schools. I think Montclair State has a 550. But if students aren't exempt, they will have to take this test. And unfortunately, it's only 12 multiple choice questions in algebra, mostly Algebra 1 and Algebra 2. And if students do not pass it, they will have to take non-credit remedial math classes, which is our courses students pay for but do not get any college credit for. So I'm really hoping to save your child from having to do that. The AccuPlacer is given completely on a computer in a computer lab, and since I'm the programming teacher and have 25 computers in here, I've developed some computer-based testing software that is similar to the format of the AccuPlacer, and many of our exams that we take in this class I give on the computer so that students will have experience taking a math exam on a computer. All right, so what do we cover in this class? It's mostly college level algebra and some trigonometry. It is not simply a review of topics from previous years, although there is a little bit of that. It's mostly more the advanced Algebra 2 topics and some trig topics the students haven't had before, as well as a healthy dose of review practice for the AccuPlacer. My goal is also to develop a student's number sense and practice mathematical competency so that students will have good day-to-day life skills working with math, which of course is something that's very important. All right, so what is the grading method used in this class? Mainly 70% quizzes, then most of a student's points are from those tests, 20% homework, and 10% class participation. So the homework, I usually try to assign it every time class meets, except for maybe on days that we have quizzes or exams. Typically they're 20-minute assignments, maybe 30 in a absolute longest scenario. I do grade homework on a scale of 0 to 10 for effort. I don't give partial credit for homework turned in late, except in excused or extenuating circumstances. In general, homework can raise a student's grade 10 percentage points, so it's definitely worth taking seriously. and homework must be made up when a student has been absent. Okay, quizzes, 70%. Given approximately once a week, maybe once every 10 days or so, depending on how our block scheduling is working and whether or not we have a 5-day school week. Typically 30 minutes in length, on paper or computer. Um, I frequently give students the choice of doing one or the other, as some students feel they perform better in one of those formats. I do encourage them to take them on a computer so that they can practice for taking standardized tests on computers. I will let students make up quizzes in class. And I do frequently put a 0 in Genesis until a quiz is made up, which motivates students to make up exams, especially since this year they're being tough about not letting students leave for senior lunch unless they have a 75 or higher in classes. And then finally, class participation, 10%. This involves attending class, paying attention, taking notes, completing in-class exercises, where most of the points in this category comes from. Historically, I've been teaching college prep math this is my 8th year teaching it. I've taught it every year except for my first year at Roxbury. Typically the reasons students fail are excessive absences, complete lack of effort, and those are pretty much it. If students are trying, completing the homework assignments, they don't cume out by missing too many classes, most students will get a B or higher in the class. All right, so what are the materials we use? We do not use a textbook. I provide all the notes and homework assignments. Suggest a 3-ring binder for these. And I use a numbering system that should make it easy for students to figure out what notes go with what quiz and what homework. So the documents are clearly labeled at the top, usually with something that looks like this example on the right, a date, a study guide number, and the topic. Okay, calculators. You're only allowed to use an online on-screen calculator on some of the 12 AccuPlacer questions. I really want to discourage over-reliance on calculators. As a math teacher, I feel like it inhibits students developing number sense and computational proficiency. And of course, many times in life, we need to think on our feet without pulling out a calculator. So I want students to rely as little on a calculator as possible. Okay, there are many online resources for my class. One of them is Google Drive, where all the documents for the class are posted, as well as Google Classroom. So Google Classroom, many teachers in our school are using. I can post sort of like a Facebook posting, except it's geared, or Facebook, except it's geared just for classrooms and teaching, where I post announcements, assignments, etc. And there's a stream, and the students see the stream that I'm putting out there. They can even comment on things. I think there are Google Classroom apps for mobile devices, both iOS and Android, and I think students are notified by email when I post something. Okay, I also make many screencasts, not unlike this one, except of course in my screencast for class I will be solving math problems. I do have a tablet PC, so actually there will be handwriting. When they're watching the screencast, they'll see me annotating notes and solving problems by writing. Okay, extra help. I do staff the media center after school every day, so I am there until 3 p.m. and my job there is to provide extra assistance for students who need it. I'm there usually 90% of the time. The only time I'm not there is when I'm either absent or we have a faculty meeting right after school. So this is an excellent time for your student to come and get help. I had many students last year come and find me there for extra assistance. Some even came for extra help preparing for the AccuPlacer, which I'm more than happy to supply. I do also have an instructional seminar of Block 7A in my classroom. So basically, I am there simply to help students who need assistance, and there are no other students. There's no class going on. It's a study hall with extra help. And I am generally available blocks 1 and 5 if your child makes arrangements with me. I do not teach classes blocks 1 and 5, and I can meet with your student or your child for extra assistance. You can contact me via school email, which of course is my email address. Like other teachers in the district, it's my first initial, which is an L, and then my last name, and then at roxbury.org. All right, we're having a great year so far, and I hope it will continue. I trust it will continue. Cheers.